Mm-hmm. Hey everyone, welcome to Said Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. How are you all doing today? Come on in, come on in. Make sure you come in, go in there and get you some spaghetti. I made some nice spaghetti, cut up some onions. I cut up some onions, bell pepper, jalapenos, well, just one, and some basil. And I made a nice salad where I actually did my own dressing. So go in there and get you something to eat and make yourself at home. And make sure you take out your pens and your pads. I guess it don't even make a difference. But take out your pens and your pads and come on in and have a seat because we are going to be in session tonight. So thank you for tuning in. How has some of your day been? I wonder, has it been great? I hope it's been great. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Make sure you got your pens, pads, iPads, or whatever you're taking out, and start writing. Because tonight we are going to talk about budgeting, not just budgeting anyway, but a way that we want to budget to walk to that millionaire, billionaire status. So many times when we think about budgeting, we think about especially like with me. When I was brought up, mostly when we think about budgeting, many of us, we think about, we get that check and then we don't distribute all those bills. We just threw out money and all of that good stuff. And we look and we only got like $60 and we got like 8, 9 days left. So that means we cannot go eat out. We can't go eat out at the Cheesecake Factory. We can't go eat out at Maggiano's and some of those other high end restaurants that cost more pricey. So we got to budget off this $60. I'm on a budget. I got to go to McDonald's, get off the dollar menu, or Wendy's, get off the dollar menu, and make sure that I have enough to put gas in my car to go to and fro to work. That's how many of us think about the budget. It's just that little bit amount that we have to make it to the next payday. Well, when mostly wealthy people think of budget, budget is actually where you walk in the committee room, and I'm going to paint this picture in a different way. Is when you walk in the committee room, it's really a structured how you structure your money. You know where your money is going, such bills such as loans, credit cards, car payments, an auto draft, and you have it written down. Like, for example, I will actually read out Alexis, pull up template. So there's a budget sheet, and you can also Google a budget sheet where you can actually upload your own template if you want. That way, it teaches you how to strategize and manage your money. Did I have to do that? No. So one of the budget sheets, it talks about court order. It's a whole budget sheet, but it talks about court order payments. It breaks it down: spousal support, child support, lawsuit, legal settlement payments, legal judgment, pass through taxes, overpayment of benefits, other. Then you have the next subject, which is housing, mortgage, property tax, homeowners insurance, mortgage premium insurance, association and condominium fees, home equity line of credit, renter's insurance, maintenance, home appliance services. Then you have the utilities, electricity, natural gas, propane, oil, coal, wood, trash, garbage collections, water, sewage, septic services, communication, home, phone, cellular, internet, posted, transportation, vehicle payment, diesel, gasoline, vehicle insurance, maintenance, registration, and the list goes on. It talks about food, breaking down the groceries, clothing, footwear, watches, laundry, dry cleaning, medical, and it breaks down a lot of those things. This is where we talks about. This is where we have to sit down. This is where you go and you sit down and you schedule out a time with the committee. Who is the committee? You sit down and you schedule out the time with the committee. The committee is your credit card bills. The committee is the loans you took out, maybe student loans, personal loans, car payment, insurance, Georgia Power, what is it? Xfinity and beyond, all of those things. And you sit down and you see where your money is going. Like, for example, today and other days before, I sat down and calculated how much money I spent during the month of January. I spent times more money I spent in January than in December. I spent times more money than I spent in November in December. So I spent more in December than more in January. So you sit down and you confront these things. You write them down, write all your bills down. Where is your money going to? And you sit down and know how much you get, what's coming in your account, what's coming in your account, and what your salary or salaries is. And once you do it, write them down. Write down when you pay them out so you can keep in here when you actually paying your bills and when you need to pay them by. Now, when I sat down and reason my spending kept going up in November and December and January, see, you sit down with the committee would not lie to you because when you go to online banking and you see where your money was going, I can tell you where my money was going, and yes, I am being transparent. My money was going to Great American Cookies because I was going there every other day, spending a few bucks. I won't say a few bucks. Then eating out, yeah, I was eating some healthy stuff, but it was kind of pricey. So I'm like, I'm going to the grocery store for excessive stuff. I go to Kroger. Ooh, I supposed to be going to get some turkey bacon. I end up on what it is that aisle with the body wash at. So I done bought like 4 bottles of. I done got so much body wash it don't even make no sense. I practically give my body wash away, most of it, because it be on sale. So I go get 4 and 5 bottles. Um, and what else? Me going to the gas station. Of course, I go to the gas station, but I go in and I may go get me a cinnamon roll or some croissants or maybe some Starbucks coffee, the ones in the jar. All of that add up. Then I look through. I was going to Amazon here now, every now and then. See all of that shopping. This is where your money is going. This is what keeps me cognizant of how I spend my money. So when I know where my money is going, okay, we need to cut out all the eating out. You can't be going, like, for example, it was such a treat to me of Valentine's Day weekend, and I had to treat myself. But I've already put in practice to pay myself. You have to pay yourself first. What does it mean to pay yourself? It means, see, when I cut down more of the eating out, going to cooking and spending here on Amazon, I'm gonna put more towards paying myself. What does paying myself mean? Some of you may think of it as putting money in your savings account. Let me throw this disclaimer out here. However, I am not your financial advisor. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is wise that you actually consult your financial advisor if you choose so. So I take my money and I invest it. I invested in different stocks. You can invest it in different stocks, or you can invest it in stocks that actually pay back dividends. My advice to you is talk to your financial advisor and get those stocks that pay dividends or other stocks, because I want my money to grow. And when we talk about being conceived, Heavenly Father, I ask that you bless me to be a multimillionaire. Now, in the word, he say, when you pray unto him, he's already answered your prayer. But he have to get us ready. Those that want to be a millionaire and billionaire, he have to get us ready. So when he do offer those millions to us, we know how to handle it. We know how to manage it. We know how to multiply it. But first, we have to be money managers and great stewards over the money that we have right now. So if some people or some of us were making a certain amount of money each month, each week, What are we doing with that money? Like for me, I do have a column where I give. So there's a certain amount of money that I may put it aside, and I just give. I give to random people, to whomever God placed on my heart, and I may just be a blessing to other people. Because how can you want to be a blessing to other people if all you do is hurt up and keep for yourself, and you only give to those that you know? I don't understand it. God said he love a cheerful giver. However, I am not here to preach to you. But you say you want millions and billions, you have to actually be a blessing to others. Most of the time I look for how I can be a blessing. I may be a blessing to people when I'm going, like that food that I be ordering. When I tell you I go to a restaurant, if the service is nice, I try to treat them well. Because I try to put myself in I try to put myself in their shoes. Long as they don't come out acting like a fool, and yes, I try to treat them well. Or you can actually Google the 50-30-20% rule. Alexis, pull up 50-30-20%, whatever. That rule consists of 50% of essentials. 50% of your money goes to groceries, housing, utility, car payment, and health insurance. That's the 50% of your money. So if you make $3,000 a month, 1,500 should go towards these things. 20% should go to savings. That includes for financial goals, money for a rainy day. So you have your money for a rainy day. You also a savings account, and you may have your investing account like your 401k, your Roth IRAs, your annuities as well. Some people may have more than one portfolio. The 30% is your wants: shopping, dining out, hobbies, and entertainment. So do you know when you run into people and you know they have money, you know they're wealthy, they're affluent, and you ask them for money and they say, I don't have it. And you say, lie. They got it. They just don't want to get. Well, actually, you are correct. Many times they do have it, but they could have spent out their giving fund for that month. And they may have different other funds allocated. They may have a giving fund. They may have a fund of emergency spending money just in case somebody come up and ask. So they may tap into it. But if they've tapped out of both of them, I mean, they don't actually spend any more money. So they don't reach over into their savings and spend some of that money because you want to borrow some money. That just depends on the individual. But however, to each its own. But to manage money, you have to know where your money is going. Many times when we talk to people, people don't have no clue of what their money is going. That's why many times people don't want to go into the boardroom with their bills to see where is my money going. Do I really want to confront where my money is going? It's just like the man that go to the stripper. What is it? Yeah, the strip house. He go to see the nice young lady because she clapping it for him. She clapping it. He just throwing out the money, throwing it out, just throwing out the money because you're making the clap, baby. She's just throwing out the money, throwing out. You're making the clap, baby. She's just throwing. So he's just throwing out the money, just throwing out the money. So he done threw this young lady all this money, and excited she is. She's very excited. So he realized later on, probably a day or so, bro, what? Oh my god! Oh my goodness! 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 I can't believe I did this! Ah! Homeboy is like, man, what's going on? You okay? What happened? What happened? Bro, I can't believe I went and did this. Remember when we went to that strip club the other night? Homeboy is like, yeah, what about it? You okay? Did you lose some? Did you get somebody pregnant there? No, no. We got to go back to the strip club. We got to go back to the strip club. And I'm just giving an example of how we do our money. We got to go back to the strip club. Okay, bro. Okay, go to the strip club. Yo, excuse me, sir. Bro, what up? No, that ain't how it. Bro, what up? So, hey, you remember the nice young lady? She wore the red dress. Okay, we had plenty of young ladies wear red dresses that night. I mean, she had a body like a Benz. Like a nice shaped Benz. She got a body like a Benz. She got a Okay, we got plenty of ladies that work here with bodies like Benzes. What? I mean, I know when I see them, man. They're not here. How may I help you? This is customer service, y'all get. Well, I actually mistakenly gave her certain bills when I was, okay, this is not a retail store where you write a check and you, oops, my bad. We got to go back and retrace it back. You gave her cash. So come to find out, them ones that you thought that you was throwing out, cause see, you just throwing out money, just throwing out money. They weren't ones, they were hundreds. And you've realized, and the person realized, the guy realized, he threw out about $10,000 worth because see he got the bills mixed up. He wasn't really paying no attention. He was paying attention, but he was paying attention to her clap. So he didn't realize he pulled out the hundreds instead of the ones, and he just went to throwing them because he was so hypnotized on her making that clap, baby, making it clap. And that's how many of us do our bills. We just be throwing out money, just throwing out money. Then we be like, hey, you want to go eat out? I ain't got the money. I ain't got where your money went. You make good money. It went towards bills. You know what bills they went towards? I mean, they just come. They come, I give them money. Okay, we have to be, in order to walk in that millionaire status, we have to actually know how to actually manage our money, know where it's going. Send it where you want it to go. Okay, I'm sending Georgia Power $150 because I got my heat up here blasting, which my power bill probably gonna be more than that because it's so cold in Atlanta. I got my heat up here blasting, so I know exactly around about how much not my water bill, but my Georgia Power bill is going to be. So I'm going to send them that I'm going online and I'm gonna pay my bills. Another thing, write down your bills, as I stated earlier. Write down your bills and try to set up the dates around the same months. Don't have your bills. Some come out on the first, some come out on the fifth, some come out on the 16th, some come out on the 20th. You got bills all over the place. Ain't nothing wrote down. And then you wonder why you got bad credit. Oh, excuse me. Try to write down your bills and try to get them around the same time. Most people try to get their bills around the same time they get paid, and try to get them around all at the certain time frame. So if you want your bills come out at the end of the month, have them come out at the end of the month. Some places allow you to change when you pay your bills. If your bill is not due to a certain amount, make sure you pay it way before that time. That way you remember when that bill is due. Now, walking into millionaire status causes us to not only manage our money, but to change our mindset of how we think. Like there have been times I have came across some nice shoes that were very beautiful. They cost a pretty penny, and I was so tempted to get them. But instead, I just took that money and reinvested it because investing in wanting and thriving to go into that status, that millionaire, billionaire status, some things you have to give up. It's just like going to school, working on that bachelor's, master's, specialist, doctorate, or PhD. You're not going to be able to go eat out all the time. You're not going to be able to go shop. You're not going to be able to go on many of the trips. You got to sacrifice because you got papers to turn in. You got other work you have to do. You got reading assignments you have to do, research that you have to do. When you get that degree, then you can go party like a rock star. I wish I could play that music. They'd be gonna shut my channel down. But that's how you have to do to when you want to become that millionaire or billionaire. Billionaire is a whole nother level because now you have to manage the millions that you have right now. It's just like the money. If you can't manage, that's why when some people in and they having to manage that little bit of money because they've overspent or have not, don't even know how much they're supposed to be coming in, going out, and they say I'm on a budget and they had it $60. See, now we are now forced to manage that money because now I gotta manage the $60 for a good 6-7 days until the next time I get paid. See, managing our money is forcing us because we overspend. But see, if we learn to do that, then if we learn to do that with our money, then we can actually go into our next pay period, have excess money left over. What you do with your excess money? You reinvest it. I don't know why people actually think because they have $15,000 sitting up in a savings account that it does something. Learn the lesson, people. Just like we go to someone's job and work, these jobs have multiple streams of income. Take banking, for example. Banking get paid from number one, fees from your checking savings. If it's not a certain amount or it falls below. They get paid overdraft fees because you can't manage your money. They also get paid because they let you borrow money and you have to pay them an interest rate. And because you paid in the bare minimum, they're still making money off that money. They also get paid because your money is sitting up in their account and they paying you probably 0.89% interest. You probably get paid 75 cents a year off that money. But they take your money and they invest it into stocks, they invest it into options, they invest it into futures, they invest it into cryptocurrency, they invested into Bitcoin. They invested into other companies. They may do mergers with smaller banks and buy those banks. Now they have extra. We have to take notes of the companies we work for, and we have to implement it in our own lives. You have to start from somewhere. Geez. And so when we take these principles and implement it in our lives, then we become like the companies that we hereby so work for. Because there's an expectation that I'm actually throwing out there. See, just like, yeah, I work for someone, but I'm actually investing to actually get my time back. Therefore, sooner or later, I will be actually, no, I think we'll put a period right there. Yes, I invest. Don't want to put out too much too soon, but those pair of shoes that we want to buy. And do I want to really? But what is going on? Do I really want to buy these pair of shoes, or do I want to invest? Some people say, well, you're not saying what to invest in. Okay, this is where you go to your brokerage, such as Merrill Edge, Merrill Lynch. What's some more of them? Some more of them investing firms. Google them. Go in there and talk with them. You have investing accounts that you can invest in with high risk, mid risk, or tolerances. It's up to you. And they will grow you, and you will see how quickly they grow your money. Because see, one thing, and I will note, as I noted with banks, when banks invest your money, they may pay you 0.89%, but banks make off your money 18%, 50%, 100%, 200%, 500%, 2,000% off your money. And they only throw you like 10 cents in your account every year just for using your money. It's food for thought. I wonder, should I have said that online? Which most people, especially wealthy people, know this as well. Find you some of those nice, in which, however, there's nothing wrong with banks if you know how to utilize what they're for and you understand what the purpose of a bank is for. And you know what, Black History Month. Yeah, since I'm already in it. See, with Black History Month, many of us Black people, we don't know about. There are somewhat good amount that know about investing and investing in stocks, but many of us don't know about investing in stocks because years and years ago, we were the stock that were being traded because we was traded as slaves. The higher let's say for stock, you have higher stock that's worth more. Back in slavery, you had slaves that were worth more. They were valued as more. They also took out insurance on slaves, so if they died, they still got paid. That's just like the stock market. If you understand the stock market, it's ways that you can make money when the stock goes down. So back in slavery, yeah, they already had insurance. When they was bringing those people over here from the other side of the world, they had insurance on the slaves. So if the slaves died, they still got paid. That's why they went and bought slaves. They was exchanging slaves with each other because, however, I must say, white people understand stocks very well. This is something that they teach to their children. However, many black people, they don't teach it because many of us, we weren't brought up on, the stock market, understanding the stock market, understanding stock graphs, how to look at the third, the fourth, the second, the first quarter of companies, how to do the research on companies when it comes to stock, how to look at their financial statements, how to do your research on the CEO. Now, I'm giving you all this information of how you can actually start learning about stocks. How to do the research over the management team. How many years they've been in there? Can you make my money grow if I invest in your company? But see, as many black people, we weren't taught. Oh, my battery. We weren't taught. On, I wonder, should I? Well, I'm gonna have to hurry up and wrap up this live for my battery go dead. But we weren't taught that. So I wonder. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back because I'm probably still. Ooh, I'm coming, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Ugh. Oops. Y'all probably like, how he gonna get up in the middle of his live? Okay, I had to go get because I didn't realize I should have plugged my. So where was I? Yes, and so that's how people learn. I mean, there are stocks you can invest in where you can get 10%, 20%, 30% investing in for 1 year if you invest your money in. And we didn't know because we were the stock. So I guess this is my. Now I don't went way in there and got this better, and I'm about to end this segment. So I guess this is all I have to give for the budgeting segment. Just you can always Google the 50-30-20% rule. And there is information out there and probably templates out there on how you can actually create and set up your own budget as well. So that's gonna be up to you if you feel like doing it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. It is your life. As Bobby Brown says, your prerogative. You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. But this is out. This I'll just put this out here for some encouragement, empowerment, and people that want to change their financial situation and how they may be like pulling out their hair, or if they use like gorilla glue, they may be trying to pull that out too, and they want to change their situation of how they're living financially, and they want to get control of their money. And for people that may not, they may say, well, I can't afford to do all of this. You start one coin at a time. Put some away, at least some. You can, because some people, I'm just gonna be straight. I hear people be talking about, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. And then you be the main one up in the store buying stuff. You talking about something you can't afford to invest in yourself. Oh, I tell you what, people pick and choose what I say this business. I learned by me going to counseling sessions. People pick and choose what they want to do, what they want to say, and I let people pick and choose and live their life how they want to live it. If people pick and choose if they want to just get in their car and they want to drive their car in the store, that's the life that they chose. If they want to go up there and buy some, I'm sitting up here like, let me see. I'm around this corner. Let me hold on just a minute. Y'all, I'm back. I had to go see because it felt like somebody was. I thought somebody done walked through my door. I'm like, I know ain't nobody broke in my place. It's probably with one of my neighbors. Because when they go in their house, when they go in their place, they don't just close it though. They just let it slam behind them. So yeah, what was I? I think that's about it. But yeah, some of you may try to pull out your hair. You put tell you what, you put that gorilla glue and you let her put that gorilla glue in your hair. You won't have to worry about pulling out your hair about your finances. You won't be able to pull it out. You just don't let her put that gorilla glue in your. Oh, okay. You all enjoy your night. I hope this was empowering, inspiring to you, and educating you in such a way. And what did yeah. And yeah, you can Google your budget sheet. You can Google all of that stuff right there. So I hope this was empowering, encouraging to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Said Larry J. And I am your host, Larry J. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you know when I come on. Because I do have my empowering moments, my educating moments. I just don't get up here and act silly and all of that good stuff. Because yes, entertaining is fun, and I do come up here and I have fun and cut up and stuff. But sometimes you have to throw some education and empowering moments to people. Some people be wanting to know what people don't have a clue on how to budget their money. They just have their money just going all over the place. You might well just set your money aside. Before you set it aside, give it to me and I invest it. I won't invest it for you, but I'm gonna invest it for me because you want to just throw it away and give it away and do whatever you want to with it. You all have a great night and thank you for tuning in. Bye.